So one thing I was doing before was I was doing the buzz roll with one stick. I want to explain this because you see lots of guys doing this, and many of you already know this by knowing what Johnny Rabb and Kemble Denard and other wonderful drummers have done over the years with this. The actual original name, I believe, was called the rim roll. These days, people say free hand technique because you've got a free hand. I like the name rim roll. Sounds pretty cool, and rim roll's hard to say. For a rim roll, you've got a closed rim roll and an open rim roll. The closed rim roll. For this, I used like a French grip position, but without these three fingers, just my thumb and index finger. You might like to do it that way, up to you. What you need to do is put the stick, so the actual tip of the stick's on the skin, and I'm using Vic Firth sticks round about where the T is in the or the R, the letter R in Vic Firth is. You put that on the rim, and what you're going to do is you're going to push down on the rim, making sure the end of the stick stays on the drum. You get this. Now, I'm thinking like eighth notes, 1 and 2, but I'm getting 3 hits per eighth note. I'm hearing like what we call 16th note triplets. Now, if you do too much movement, you'll get this. It's not going to work for you. So it's quite a small movement. That's all it is. So, you know, you're doing a roll, you're going to that. Remember, the most important thing is time and groove, not party tricks. But you can actually learn to use this to your advantage, and that actually does work in musical situations. That's what I call the closed rim roll. The open rim roll, I go to a German grip position, but again, only with that. And same principle, sticks on the drum, about where the R is on the word Vic Firth, and I just... To get it going, you've got to practice doing this. It's like doing a rim shot where you're hitting the skin of the rim and the rim at the same time. But you're leaning back into the rim, and that way you're directing more of the pressure, or I should say the energy of the stick to the rim, so you're not going to get much of a rim shot sound. And you have to learn to do this. Make sure it doesn't do this. You get this. And then you just lift your stick up, and you get the next note. Now you must do this slowly first, otherwise it won't work. Once you've got it, you just double up on a rhythm you're playing. You might be doing... You just play with it. I'm not going to go heavily into the rim roll, the open and closed rim rolls, because other guys are doing that. I'm just sort of showing you what it is. So if you see Johnny Rabb doing it, you'll understand what he's done. Because I certainly didn't develop this. I'm sure most countries in the world, thousands and thousands of years ago, had drums and sticks. People worked it out. It wouldn't, you know, it's not like just the guys in the 1920s worked it out. I'm sure it's been around for centuries. So anyway, that's your buzz roll and your double stroke roll, or your open roll.